What's up, guys? It's Brian here, and today I'm bringing you guys another Mini-MOC, and this is the meditation spot on Ahch-To from Star Wars The Last Jedi. As you can see here, I have the scene set up of Luke teaching Rey about the Force. This is, it's a relatively tall Mini-MOC, and it's very thin. This was kind of my goal with this one, was to make it small at the bottom and then branch out into a bit of a taller, wider structure. So, giving you guys a quick little 360 of it before I go into all the details. These are some of my favorite scenes from The Last Jedi, are on Ahch-To, and so I've been dying to make something from Ahch-To. As you can see, it kind of slopes up from the entranceway a little bit. So, this was the first scene that I came to, and you can also make, I'll show you at the end, the last scene with Luke from The Last Jedi. So, there's your quick little 360. Now, it's very tall. To give you a size comparison, here's the Lego's Ahch-To set. If you have that set, it's about 2.5 of those, maybe 2 tall. So that's just a quick little size comparison to something you guys might have in your collection. So real quick, I want to show you my Luke Skywalker minifigure, because as you can see, it's not the, and that's going to fall off, this is very delicate. It's not going to be the Lego's version of Luke. So this is a custom version of Ahch-To Hermit Luke. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen this figure already. But basically what it is the 2005 Anakin torso with the brown hand instead of the black hand. Trying to get a good lighting view for you guys here. And then 2010 Anakin's legs. So it's actually all Anakin pretty much. And then the new Luke head. And he's got his little stick that he hits Rey with. Thought that'd be a funny little detail to add into there. So he stands right there. The Rey is the Ahch-To version of Rey, and yes, I included a Porg down there only because I wanted to give it a little bit of extra life and color. I scattered about some dark green elements throughout just to give it like a little bit of a mossy texture around various places, and just so it wasn't so darn gray, because it's very gray. So on the very bottom, it's actually made up of 4x4, so it's a 16x16 area, and it branches up into something way bigger. I don't know the actual dimensions up there, but it uses mostly 1x2x3 slopes going all the way up, and then once it gets, this is a good side profile of it, once it gets out to here, it branches up more dramatically using 2x2x1s, well 2x2 bricks, inverted slopes over here. And then the entranceway is just a very simple, I wanted to make the archway of the entrance, even though it's obviously a much bigger mountain on either side. I didn't build anything on the inside, I didn't feel like building that, plus I don't really have all that many rock pieces to do so. And this thing is like, this thing is heavy. It probably weighs a solid like 4 or 5 pounds because it's completely filled to the brim. There's no, there's barely any gaps on the inside. So most of it was just the rock detail and figuring out how to make this work. I had to tear it apart a couple times to figure out exactly what I wanted to do, especially with the archway. That was very difficult. And then I wanted to make the back of this flat, so I had to tear down that entire side. It was a bit of a hassle. It was definitely fun though. It's probably one of my favorite it's my favorite Mini-MOC I've ever done, probably. So let's go and show you some of the up close details, just to show you what we got going on here. The rock is actually a snot technique kind of thing. Here's how I built it. It's got the double-sided modified brick, and it's staying in place using actually one of these pieces, and then the upside down circle, and then this stud just kind of sticks into there like that. It's not very stable at all, but then you have that one little stud so the minifig can sit on. The top of the mountain is a combination of plates and tiles. That's exactly what I wanted to do, and so that I can also have Luke stand better on an actual stud instead of having him try to balance him as I'm moving this around on the tile. So I gave the studs for that reason, and it does slope upwards, so like this isn't very good to see over there, but you can see it from here. It slopes up about 2 bricks total. That's a better angle of the sloping. You can see that it goes upwards. Now it is a little wider than it is in the movie, because in the movie it's actually a very thin platform, but it's also accessible for minifigures to walk. So that's that's a good explanation for that there. And overall, I just really like how this came out. I used pretty much all my different types of mountain pieces from Jakku. Building that Jakku mountain was the best thing ever. because now I have so many mountain pieces. And those are the little details. The Porg is sitting just on a little brown plate in a little alcove, and his, I guess it's a nest. I tried making a nest, but that did not work out, so I was just like, we'll just stick him on a little plate over there. Not only can you make this scene from The Last Jedi, but you can also make the fight scene from The Last Jedi, where Luke is obviously projecting himself across the galaxy to fight Kylo Ren. And I added in a little trans-clear cylinder piece down there to give him the illusion of floating, just to have that scene like that. I almost think this is actually cooler than the scene with Luke and Rey. Old headless Luke over here, and Rey. And I've also positioned him in a way where he's fallen, and he's getting back up onto the rock, like when he collapses. So like, you can I've had a lot of fun with this Mini-MOC actually, in just the things I've been able to do with him. And then I've sat him down like that. And actually, go to my Instagram, and you will see an edited picture that I have of Luke like this, with the twin suns in the background. I think that came out really cool. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me there for some cool photography like that. But I'm gonna put him back onto his clear cylinder, because I think that was really funny. If I don't drop the cylinder, of course, which is something I will certainly do. But so yes, go check out that photo on Instagram. Go like that photo if you want to, and follow me there. But so that's the Mini-MOC. That's pretty much it. That's the Ahch-To little training ground. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments below. Tell me what other scenes from The Last Jedi I should make. I have a whole list of other scenes that I still am possibly going to make from other films. But this is one I was dying to make. I've just wanted to make an Ahch-To MOC ever since I saw The Last Jedi. So I'm glad I was able to make this one. And this came out really cool, I think. So let me know what you think down in the comments below. The comments. So thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, leave a like, leave a comment, and be sure to go ahead and subscribe if you haven't, and check out this photo on Instagram if I don't, tear this thing down. So, Instagram. That's going to just about do it. Thanks guys for watching. This has been Brian from Watermelon Studios. Peace out, guys.